Hey guys, this is May. In this short video, I just wanted to talk about the fact that, as you know, currently in this is Satan's reign, Saturn's reign, Satan, Santa, it's all the same. And during this time, you uh, will notice, obviously, it's the days of darkness, the God, time is going so fast because it's Chronos, right? It's Father Time, and I mean, it's going fast anyway, no matter what season we're in now. They've got the controls cranked up on this thing, on this simulation. But it is Saturn's world, and here's the thing: is what I want to say is, do you guys notice in people's behavior, a difference in behavior? Of course, some people are in the spirit, and even though they don't understand that they're under a spell and under an illusion, which is merely just a symbolic allegory of the sun and the seven archons. Which, by the way, G, if you don't know this, which you probably do, most truth researchers, but G is the seventh letter of the alphabet. And that's why that's why you have Gmail. That's why G is so important to the Masons. That's why G is their symbol. It's the seventh letter. It represents the seven archons. This stuff is it's so in our face. It's so obvious. And side note here, in New Orleans where I live, there is G's Pizza. And finally, I'm glad I've realized that G's Pizza really meant, it is the reason it was named G's Pizza is that it is across from a Masonic cemetery with lots of above ground tombstones with the symbols, you know, the G, the projection of Polaris, which they lie about and say it's a compass, but it's not. It's the projection of the light system into this simulation. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Double cross. So when you look at a cross, the top of the cross is shorter than the bottom half of the cross. Where did that term double cross come from, and what does it mean? Well, what it means, and it's not really used anymore. You might see it in a movie here and there. It's older generational phrase. You know, maybe our parents would use that, like, you double crossed me. And so it's obviously a negative connotation. But I've been thinking, it just hit me. Some people are very intense right now. People that are ordinarily would be maybe, say, more friendlier and at ease and flexible with you. They might appear a little snappier. You might feel a little betrayal, which I have felt recently in a couple of situations in my life. This is the challenge of this realm, though, isn't it? This is what it's all about in this place. It's every man for himself, truly. But what I'm saying, I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just the way it's designed. So we're bigger and braver and brighter than that. But it is systematically this way. It is set up this way. So during this time, during Saturn's reign, during the fall of the sun, this is when the cross is longer, and this is, in my opinion, what double cross, where the term stems from. So if you feel a little double crossed lately, like, why did she say that? What did he mean by that? You know, that's not fair. Hang on a second. Like, we can notice it even in the most subtle, even in the most subtlest of situations. Perhaps if you, let's say you're in an exchange, as far as you're a customer, and someone's snappy with you. That's not as extreme, and that wouldn't qualify as double cross. But we're in the double cross, so it's the time of Saturn's reign, the fall of the sun, and the time of the double crossing, really. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen year round in this realm. It clearly does. And when we consider that this is actually just a seasonal depiction or a virtual season that we're in, because it's a holographic system. However, having said that, you will still notice some more extremes in my opinion, of people that you're like, wait, hang on, this person is so loyal and good to me, and there's a little switch in behavior. It's the it's the lack of sun, in my opinion, unless you're living in Arizona, maybe, and in Florida you're getting more sun. Well, I am in the deep south, and there is limited sun at this time. And isn't it interesting, the word sun, see sun, right? So, God, there's so many. And I want to add another word that has hit me. And I'm reading, I read a lot of really interesting texts, and one of them is the cult of the black cube, which is all about Saturn, and and a couple others. I'm usually reading three texts at a time, and that's where a lot of my revelations come from. But not all of them. I'm definitely on a download. However, what I want to say is on the black cube and on Saturn, I don't know. I was reading last night, and another one hit me. How religion is so inverted, and hallelujah hit me. Have you ever looked at the word hallelujah? Well, vowels are interchangeable. And you learn that early on. I have learned that in decoding language and compiling notebooks of language, uh, which is in this upside down mirrored world. We know that the vowels vow to the L, which I did a video on, and how we are essentially avowing to Elohim, or the Saturn, so Israel. So, in other words, in the vowel, which is also wove, by the way, L wove, because that's how we're here, and in the vowels, they are interchangeable, just like the M and W and the consonants. So, an A and an E, I have noticed, A, E, and I, okay, can be interchangeable. Hill, hell, hall, hell, hell, hill, hall. Hallelujah, hell, alleluia. Like as in Isaiah, as in hell. Hell, L is in hell. L is in hill. L is in hall. L, when I say L, I mean, let me explain this. The letter L is L. And actually, I read this in the Devil's Pulpit as well. A guy wrote this text in 1830, and L is certainly stands for God. The letter L, even in and of itself. Two L's. What is that? It's like 11. It's the Twin Towers. It's Gemini. So, hall, hell, hallelujah. Hallowed be thy name. Oh my God, this is okay. Yeah, it's so out there, guys. So the other thing is double cross. I'm just curious if anyone else has experienced this. Like, uh, I'm surprised she responded that way. I was so reasonable and flexible, yet they turned it around on me. Do you know what I'm saying? We're in that time. We're in that time where we are faced with more double crossing. So enough on that, and I have a lot more to come. And thanks for listening, guys. Appreciate it.